the information that I'm getting from the outside, including ChatGPT, is very jaded. So how do I, as somebody who wants to develop my voice or want to get clear about my own message, how do I even get started with figuring out what that is so it doesn't sound like everything else? Because right now with the overuse of ChatGPT that's like doing everything and creating all the content, everybody's starting to sound the same. I mean, it's like I'm completely finding myself tuning out on everything. What do I do?
Look inward. And it's really about looking into your stories, your journey. I spoke about this early. What are your experiences? What have you seen in life? What have you heard about, read about, lived? Those are unique to you. Your perspective of those moments are unique to you. That's where our ideas live. That's where our visions come from. And ChatGPT, if we type it out, that vision and that example into or story into ChatGPT, it's going to spit back its interpretation of it. It's a false narrative sometimes. You, to be honest with what you believe in and what you want to say, is to think about your experiences and speak about what you know firsthand.
So if I have this vision and now I've sat down and I've used ChatGPT and I've given it all the different things that I want to articulate, not ChatGPT spits out this somewhat decent AI language. Is that not good enough when I go out and I speak? I mean, does it not take the essence of me? Isn't that what everybody's doing right now?
Well, I think people are using ChatGPT, myself included, for a variety of different things. It's no different for me, like an Encyclopedia Britannica, going to the library as a kid and doing research and getting information and helping me with grammar and come up with some really great ways to say things that I truly believe in. And I don't think ChatGPT knows what I believe in unless I tell it. So we've got to articulate that first internally. And this is your journey. This is your legacy, your life story. What are your experiences, your moments, things that you've lived through? That's the embodiment of something you passionately believe in. So my mission is that everyone, people, especially the unspoken, have a voice. Have a voice, because when you have your voice, when you could speak your words, you can truly change the world. And the only way to do that is to really sit with yourself and identify what those experiences are. And within seconds, figure out what that really means to you.
Do you think people are trying to perform instead of connecting with a message, or are you seeing that people are really getting the memo right now?
I think people are trying to perform. They want to say the perfect thing. That's where chat comes in. Help me script the perfect script. And
I need a joke. I need a joke at about 5 minutes. There you go.
Exactly right. And it's very manufactured. And people know that. People know when it's manufactured. They know when you're speaking from a script. And by the way, if somebody paid a lot of money to come hear you at a conference, they're going to be really upset if you're reading from a teleprompter.
I saw Jennifer Siebel Newsom, the governor of California's wife, and it was a women's conference and it was all hype and oh my God, there she is. And she is literally standing there and all she's doing is reading from a completely printed and, hold on, me turning the page. I was shocked. I was like thinking to myself, how can somebody at this level of expectation of the public, for you to be able to access this moment that you're in as a woman at a woman's conference, that,
wow.
What is she worried about? Is she worried about that she's messing up? Is she worried about that she's not making her points? Why do we do this? Why can we not trust ourselves? What is it?
Because we're not experienced speakers, or we don't think we're experienced speakers. And the truth is, we speak every day. We're experienced speakers. So what's different between me talking to you, me talking to my friends at dinner, or me being on a stage with 100 people? Very little, other than the circumstances. So with Governor Newsom's wife, it comes down to be the speaker you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing you don't have that training, you've got great ideas, but you do not feel comfortable expressing it. So the lack of trust, you rely on notes. And there's nothing completely having some notes as triggers to remind you of certain things. And of course, professional politicians and actors are in a different category. When you're there invited to a conference to speak up, know the difference that people are there to hear you speak, and you want to be that speaker that you would want to hear. And that means she needs training. It's okay. You can call me. I'll help you on the QT. That's what it's all about. I can't talk about 90% of my clients, and that's fine. I mean, it's a shame she didn't pull out the stops for that, because that could have been remedied very easily.
I mean, and in all fairness, this was a long time ago. So this was very early on. I don't really remember. This may have been very early on when she's been a filmmaker, and she's, an accomplished, powerful woman in her own right.
Absolutely.
And I think the reason this is important to bring this up is simply because when you cannot step into the expectations others have of you in this moment, you fall flat. And then you leave an audience of a disappointed room.
You can't fulfill others' expectations. You have no idea, unless you speak to all thousands of people that are going to hear you. You have no way of filling, and that's the first mistake. And the truth is, you need to be self-expressed from your ideas, and you set the expectation. You have that power as a speaker. I'm here to share this with you today. You may not agree. You may not you may have a difference of opinion. That's fine. But I can't set an expectation beyond that. I can't anticipate what somebody wants to hear other than my story.
Mm-hmm. And so what I meant by that is the expectation. I expected a good speaker, and I was very disappointed.
And that puts pressure on people. That's what puts pressure on people. When it comes down to it, nuts and bolts, it's really being able to have that conversation, but it's the opposite. It's not being scripted. It's not having the perfect words. It's really speaking your stories as you know them. And there is a way to do it without memorizing scripts and connecting with people in a way that is organic and friendly. Unless you are an Academy Award actor and trained professionally as an actor, life is not a performance. I hope you're showing up as yourself. And I hope it's about substance and how you really feel, and to be organic and authentic in those words. We hear those words a lot, authentic, right? It's not memorizing a script. It's not having the perfect phrase. It's not being a paid actor or professional actor to have this performance. It's just being yourself as you embody it and really feel it and believe it.
When I look at the voices around me right now, I see a lot of people that are not speaking for what I consider for the greater good of humanity. So are all voices good voices? Are we in judgment over somebody who has a particular idea, or is one idea better? Or is it really in your work about helping somebody articulate their own essence and be unapologetic about it?
Well, it's all subjective. And what I think is important to me isn't necessarily what somebody else is important to them. So some of what holds us back is judgment. That also can get us in a lot of challenges. The way I like to approach it is, I have ideas, I have visions, I have belief systems, but I'm open to understanding more about others. Mm-hmm. And when I understand others' belief systems and inviting the conversation, not talking at me, not proselytizing, but really having a sharing one-on-one conversation, I can contribute in understanding and finding where we have commonalities more than where we have differences. And on the part of differences, how can we appreciate and understand the differences as a learning tool? Less about, here's what I believe and you need to follow me, yes or no. That's not fair.
I want to drive this point really home one more time. We are so in a buzzword and in a short attention span environment. You are saying that what makes me uniquely me, maybe even the stuff I'm uncomfortable sharing, is the stuff I need to talk about.
Yes. And when you captivate people with a 30-second statement, a very short, succinct statement, it opens the door for a conversation to go deeper into that story.
Great news. The conversation continues. When you subscribe, like, and ring the bell, you'll know when a new episode has released. As always, speak remarkably.